Meet Nannar, the Mesopotamian god of the moon. So Nannar Suin, or Ashimbaba, was the Mesopotamian god of the moon, and the Sumerian way of writing his name is as pictured below, using the cuneiform signs Shesh and Ki, which, if we were to translate it this way, would mean the brother of Earth. His son is the god of the sun, Utu or Shamash, and of course the one and only Inanna or Ishtar. His main cult centre was in the famous city of Ur, said to be the birthplace of Abraham, and also where the very famous ziggurat of Ur stood, which was built in the 21st century BCE by King Ur-Nammu. The Sumerian name for the temple is Etemeniguru, which means the house whose foundation is clad in terror. The ziggurat, like all ziggurats, was the earthly domain of the divine entity. So here is me holding a tablet which details a myth known as Nannar Suin's journey to Nibru. This myth essentially details a divine pilgrimage where Nannar goes and takes loads of offerings to the Akor temple, which is headed by his father and mother, Enlil and Ninlil. So Nannar also appears in another very famous myth, the exaltation to Inanna, where the priestess of Nannar, Enchedwana, is exiled from her position as the end priestess by a usurper known as Lugal Ani, and she essentially pleads to her god Nannar, who doesn't hear her call and essentially ignores her, so then she pleads to Inanna instead and then regains her power. Nannar is also associated with omens, as any deity who headed the skies will have been, so the way that deities would have communicated with humankind would have been through nature and through changes in the sky, in the surrounding areas, in the natural order of things. So there would be people who would read these changes and they would read the skies and look for omens. So one of these omens would be things like an eclipse, which would not necessarily be a very good thing, and in some cases has resulted in the substitute king ritual. So the substitute king ritual was essentially a sacrificial ritual which was designed to pass on a bad fate or a bad omen on to somebody else and away from the king. The Assyrian ruler Esar-Haddon was said to have done this at least 3 times, very likely due to the paranoia of meeting the same fate that his father did due to the way he ascended to the throne. So that was Nannar, Mesopotamian god of the moon. Please do let me know who you want me to talk about next. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.